temperatures.
Stop messing with that!
Sorry, I'm guessing that alarm means something a little bad is happening?
Servers are getting a bit hot. That alarm triggers when I need to cool them down. If they overheat, everything gets fried.
So you have to go back there and reset it every time the alarm goes off?
Aye.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Cool spy gear. It's locked. Haven't done that. Check. Haven't done that. Haven't done that. Did that.
It's time for a new test. Cut the lines on the trash compactor at the station, and you will be rewarded.
Done. I guess now I just wait. That's done.
Listen,
The scientist is in hiding. The storehouse has been secured. The chemical agent is no longer a threat. I know you're recording this. I know you can pass this to my family. They need to know why I left. You have to make sure they find out.
What message? Hmm. 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 Got it. Need to be quick about this. Bridget could be back at any second. All right, let's see what Bridget's up to. This must need a specific pattern. This is straight up weird. She's tracking my movements? I think I'd better find out more before I confront her about this. That's done. Check. Okay, I need to use the McLaughlin pattern here. Is she talking about a dead drop? If I work fast enough, I might be able to intercept the package. That's done.
I've been robbed!
What? What happened?
Someone broke into my room!
What was taken?
My money?
Just your money?
What kind of a question is that?
Well, money's... Sorry, just trying to see how I can help. Have you ever heard of Revenant?
Are you a spy or something?
No, just something I overheard.
Oh yeah. I guess a spy wouldn't just ask a stranger that. Well, not a good spy. Revenant's supposed to be this terrorist organization, but they tapped out 10 years ago. Now it's just the psychos that talk about him. Keeps their psychotic minds busy, which is either very good or very bad.
I just saw a group of men in suits headed toward your room. They look like spies or something.
What?
I need to slide a track of canisters out. Got it. I need to complete this myself to see what Bridget was up to. Check. Still have to do that.
Where were you? I wasn't sure if you had a party or if you got murdered. Either way, it would have been nice to be invited.
I went to spend a little time at a cabin.
Who just goes to a cabin by themselves? Shut up! Did you bring Alec?
You know Alec?
I know he's not into me, but now I see why.
Alec did not come with me, and how do you know about him anyway?
I'm not here to judge.
Well, there's nothing to judge.
Let me check the docket. May I refer you to the case of Tree versus Nancy and Alec? Tree alleges KISS.
Ugh, enough!
Oh, fine, I believe you. I'm just jealous. ING. Phew.
What are you really up to? You've been tracking me since I arrived. I bet your name isn't even really Bridget.
No, your name isn't Bridget.
Who are you really? Why were you asking me so many questions?
Thank you. I am so sick of that accent. And I am so sick of you. Go home, Nancy Drew. Otherwise, you will die.
Got it. You know what? I can handle not being good at this. It's a masterpiece. Don't forget the top cookie. Done. It's a masterpiece. Not bad, if I do say so myself. This should work for the dead drop. Dead drop, drop dead. I'll give it some time and see what happens next. Can't check that off yet. All right. It's a masterpiece. It's not working.
Hi, Nancy.
Before Mom left, why were you two fighting?
No, Nancy, if you're not going to listen to reason, you're on your own.
Look, I know you're mad at me,
Mad at you? You're not even in the right ballpark.
but I'm not being stubborn.
I can't encourage you. I can only ask you to please, please stop.
Why were you and Mom fighting?
She wanted to go to Scotland. I knew it was going to be dangerous.
Why did she want to go?
That was classified. I don't know.
But you knew it was dangerous.
I knew. Your mom was like you. She put the needs of others in front of her own. I knew Glasgow needed too much. I knew she'd give too much.
You say she cared so much. Why did she leave? I'm not a kid. It's time to tell me.
Nancy, drop it.
No, I won't. This is why you won't tell me anything. You've always told me how she had this big heart. But what about me?
Is that what you think?
Should it be?
She left for you. For me too. Because she would have walked through fire if it meant that the world you grew up in was even slightly better. I think she thought she had to. Maybe she did have to. I knew when I married your mother that nothing would ever be simple again. I'm sorry that you didn't get to choose like I did. But that's family for you.
Do you know anything about Cathedral?
I know your mom worked for them as an analyst.
Are they really a legitimate agency?
Yes, they really are. But you're not going to find out much about them beyond what's available to the public. Which isn't much.
Can I trust them?
Much as you can trust anyone, I guess.
I don't understand anything about this attack.
I bet. I know it had your mother obsessed for a very long time. She couldn't figure it out either. She was sure it was part of some long-term plan.
Plan for what?
That's where she stopped. She never had enough information to put things together.
I'll let you go.
Talk to you soon.
Is everything okay over there?
I got a message to come find out what really happened to my mom.
I thought your mom was in a bad accident when she was visiting a friend.
Well, that's what I thought too, but
But what?
something weird happened before she left. My mom and dad got into this fight. It was like nothing I'd seen before, but I didn't know what to do about it.
You were just a kid, Nancy.
I wasn't just a kid, I was her daughter, and I should have done whatever it took to get her to stay.
Nancy, maybe your dad is right. Maybe this is too dangerous. It might be best to just come home.
Ned, there's a reason I called you and not someone else.
It's not the charm?
It's never the charm.
That's the backhand. Standing by for the compliment.
Sorry, that's not how I meant to put it, Ned. I know you can make the promise I need you to make. Promise to help me, even if that means pushing me towards something dangerous. Do you understand what I mean?
I do.
Good. Oh, thank you. From here on out, no holding anything back. No protecting me from myself.
I could agree to that.
I knew you could, and I'm sorry to ask that of you.
All I ask is you do whatever it takes to make it home in one piece.
Have I ever missed a date?
Yes, all of the time.
Have I ever missed anything that was really important to you?
No.
Then it's a deal. I don't know who else to ask. I'm getting calls from an anonymous caller. It might be Revenant.
What are they saying?
They want me to help them.
Don't.
Ned, don't forget what you promised.
Okay. Help them do what?
Little things. I think they're trying to figure me out.
So you don't think they're asking you to do anything that would hurt anyone?
If they do, obviously I'll stop. But they're promising me information about my mom, about what she was doing up until the point of the accident.
Do you really want to know about that?
Yes, I really do.
Then I guess I don't know what to tell you. If you're not doing anything bad and you need to know,
I do.
then I guess you could be the judge of what's best. But maybe you don't need to know.
That's not how I work.
I know, but maybe everything you need to know about your mom, maybe you already know all of that.
I need to know everything you can find about Revenant.
What?
I don't know. It's a terrorist organization. At least I think it is. Do you still have access to the database at the paper?
Yeah, but there are still clearance issues. Wouldn't most of this stuff be classified?
Can't let a little thing like that slow us down. And Ned,
Yeah?
I'm running in the dark here. Give me everything. Gossip, rumors.
Really?
Really. Sometimes with organizations like this, a lot of details hide in plain sight.
Got it.
The cabin is some sort of weird high-tech something or other.
Not gonna lie, that is awesome. But why?
Working on it. I need you to get the original copy of the Jabberwocky poem.
Original meaning...
The color version my mom had. I need you to scan it and send it here.
Shouldn't you ask your dad?
He'll say no.
So?
Ned, I need you to break into my house and get that poem.
Don't Bess and George have keys?
They do, but they're out of town.
All right.
I'm sorry, Ned.
No need to apologize. You've certainly made my life weirder, but you've also made it much better. If all you ask in return is a little burglary now and again, it's a fair trade.
Technically, it doesn't count because you have permission.
I don't think the Nancy said it's cool approach will be all that effective in a court of law. Hey, if your dad catches me, do you think he'll still be my lawyer?
I met my cathedral contact.
What exactly is Cathedral?
It's a local intelligence agency.
Like the... Actually, I don't know how to finish that.
Like a field office of the FBI. They're watching over Glasgow.
So what's this contact like?
Can't tell. He's not really giving much away.
Professional habit, I imagine.
True.
So do you think you can trust him?
No, but that's the standard answer these days.
You can always trust a Ned.
That's exactly what an imposter would say.
Busted.
Moira directed me to go to a cabin. It's a safe house, I guess.
Did you go?
Yeah.
Good.
This strange girl seems awfully interested in me.
Tell me more.
She's just visiting here too, or so she says, but something seems a little off.
She's a little too interested in you?
You could say that.
Well, she might be lonely. Or she could be after something.
You think she could be keeping an eye on me?
Could be. See what you can find out about her.
I'm cooperating with the calls from Revenant.
So you can learn more about what happened to your mom, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a smart thing to do?
I don't know.
Me either.
See you around.
Bye.
Zoe Wolf. Is that Bridget's real name? Check.
Found out the deal with that Alec fella.
Yeah? Anything interesting?
No, he's harmless.
Harmless?
I think so. But if he's taken a shine to you, use it to your advantage.
What exactly was the colony operation?
The idea was simple. Manufacture a disaster. In this case, it was the release of a virus designed not to kill, but to incapacitate. Pushing the city into a state of disaster. That's stage 1.
What's stage 2?
As far as we understood, if the Glasgow cell carried out the first stage, Revenant would take over.
Okay, what would they do next?
They'd send in support, put the city back on its feet, and in the days that follow, seize all positions of authority under the guise of emergency action. Drive the stake in the ground, so to speak, and never give back what was taken. Colony was a bit tongue-in-cheek, operations name-wise. It wasn't about shifting a population, it was about shifting power. It was about obedience.
It seems like Revenant was obsessed with getting the formula correct. Why?
The formula is important. Too deadly, obviously a problem. Revenant will not show up unless you hit the sweet spot. They're interested in using this as a test drone, not in racking up civilian casualties. Too easy to fight off, then it's just a cold. You need to knock 3/4 of the city under a pile of blankets. Then you're home free.
What about children, the elderly, people who are already sick?
I don't want to think about that. Back to the formula. If the operation is running again, there is most likely a lab working on an approximation of the virus. Getting everything in place for when the proper formula is available.
Once it is, how long would it take to be unleashed?
Depends on a lot of factors. Quicker than anyone would like. If anyone can find the original scientist or the original formula, it's a matter of time.
If they find both?
They'll have it ready almost instantaneously.
Is it true that Revenant only allows others to act for them?
Let's hope so. If not, then we're terrible at our jobs. The truth is, we think they're us. Imagine what you could do with these resources if your aim went askew.
So why is the colony operation starting again?
Still not sure. Here's the theory. Just like the good guys figured out Revenant existed, so did some bad guys. And maybe they thought, what if we follow the old script? Will they show up and play their part? Which is pretty cute if you think about it. Almost like a seance to conjure a ghost.
I still don't understand why Revenant would want to carry out an attack like this.
They do not care.
That does not make sense.
They don't. They are playing the long game.
What long game?
I would kill to find out.
What does Revenant want?
The crazy thing is, what they want makes sense. Do not tell anyone I said that.
Not a popular opinion, I'm guessing.
That one rarely gets asked to the dance. What they want is to rewrite the rules of the world.
What do you mean?
Imagine if you got to rewrite the rules of society. Who gets what, who leads, who follows. I bet you'd make a lot of changes.
Right.
But as the lesson of every sci-fi movie where robots become self-aware states, in our flaws lie our perfections.
How do I get into the glass storage case?
The storage locking mechanism is half broken, and I can't get it to open unless it's all the way fixed.
If you get it back online, can I give it a try?
Knock yourself out.
Is it strange that Bridget would get these glasses from a dead drop?
Whoa! Yes.
What are they?
Augmented reality glasses. But this is a custom job. I wonder if it has solitaire. Oh, that's a shame. Just the basics.
Can you examine these and see what they're for?
Might take a bit. I'll let you know when they're done. You might want to ease up on the stealing.
I'll give them back. I'm just investigating.
Sure. Avoid investigating any big ticket items during your visit. I really hate the embassy people.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's locked. Still have to do that. Still have to do that.
Hello.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
What's going on?
I know you stole my glasses.
Why didn't you say they were missing?
Sorry to upset you. That make it less fulfilling? You have a problem, my friend. Keep 'em, by the way. I remote wiped the drive. You want to play spy? Enjoy the toy. Here's the deal. You go forward like we never spoke.
What are you going to do?
Spy stuff.
Okay, Zoe, you wore a disguise. You were trying to get me to talk to you. What's your angle?
Nancy, you were so loud. I'll tell you what I can, but here are the conditions. You trust only me from now on.
Right. Like that's going to happen.
Fine, then trust no one. No one. Not even your father.
My father? He would never lie to me.
You need to understand. Revenant goes after weaknesses. We all have them. And your father's weakness is obvious. It's you. He'll lie to you if someone can convince him it'll keep you safe.
Okay, but...
But nothing. Someone's been talking to him. If you don't believe me, ask him about it. And listen to how he sounds. And don't you think it's funny that he's having all these passport problems out of the blue? That's Revenant's handiwork.
What is going on? Who are you?
Nothing and no one. Go home.
No.
I'll say it slow. If you stay, you will die.
I'm not intimidated by you.
You're a prop. Get that? Everyone you meet here is using you. Wise up and ship out. Make it quick.
Why are you standing outside of the hotel?
Just am.
There must be a reason you're hanging out here.
Are you kidding me? Leave it alone. Make it quick.
Let me get this straight. You're an American?
Yup.
What are you doing here?
Trying to pry as much information out of you before you end up dead.
Is that a threat? You really think I'm going to be killed?
I hope you aren't.
But
You're here to figure out what happened to Kate. She was killed by the same group who will kill you if you don't leave. Now you know? Now you go.
and you're not afraid of these people?
Far from it. They're the only people I'm afraid of.
What is going on? Who are you really? And who are you spying on?
Keep it down.
No, I will not. There's no end to the secrets I can say really loudly, so anyone, even that guy walking by, could hear.
I can't believe she had the nerve to say that to your face. Shut up. Please.
Not unless you tell me what's happening.
No. If you pull that again, you and me are done. What?
Who do you work for?
It's a name only a dozen people know. Even if I told you, it wouldn't matter.
An American agency?
In a sense.
What was so important about the information my mother hid?
Want a crash course in international intelligence? 'Cause here it is. Every day that passes without a large-scale atrocity is both an accident and a miracle. I don't have time to explain it. Why don't you talk to Ewan?
How do you know I'm talking to him? And wait, why?
First, please, Second, don't talk. Get him to talk. Cool. All right, I'm out. Don't call.
I don't have your number.
Hi, Nancy.
So, am I on speakerphone?
Yeah.
Yes, Nancy, you are on the speakerphone.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to remind...
Shut up, Ned.
don't talk to Ned that way.
Actually, at this, juncture, that might be warranted.
Thank you, Ned.
You're welcome.
Shut up, Ned. Nancy, do you want to take a guess at why I'm upset with Ned right now?
He broke into the house?
Well, can't say that doesn't factor in. I'm upset with Ned because he let you talk him into something dangerous, and he wasn't smart enough to stop you.
Whoa, hold on.
All due respect, Mr. Drew, you're wrong.
All due respect, Mr. Nickerson, you're a complete...
Let me finish. I know how serious this is, but I also know Nancy.
Better than her own father, I assume?
As well as... But I can admit something you can't.
And just what exactly is that?
Nothing I say is going to stop Nancy, not this time. I understand why you don't want to help her, but that'll make things more dangerous for Nancy. She called me because she knows that my faith in her is stronger than my fear for her. So, now you can tell me to shut up.
The poem is on the top shelf of the bedroom closet. Can you go get it and give me a moment with Nancy?
Sure thing, Mr. Drew. Sorry I burgled your house.
Nancy, I don't know what to do here, kiddo. I wish you would just come home. But I think Ned is right, and you were right to go to him.
Thanks. I'll talk to you again soon.